Hey everyone, it's Joyel and welcome back to my channel. So today, I'm going to finally be attempting this 3-strand twist out. I've watched a ton of videos, it looks pretty simple, and my hair has lost all definition from this chunky twist out, so I think today is a good day to go ahead and try this. I'm not doing this on freshly washed hair. I'm about 2 weeks out from my last wash day. The only thing I have on my hair is the leave-in that I've been using, the hair lotion that I've been using that you guys probably saw in my last Rev Air video. So today we're just gonna be using some water and the Doux Mousse, the Doux Mousse Def Texture Foam. So that's all we're gonna be doing on my hair, or that's all I'm gonna be using on my hair today for those who are interested. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of start on like one of these front smaller sections. So right now I'm just gonna kind of pin the rest of my hair out of my face. Or these claw clips, as some people call them. And I'm gonna start on the side pieces. They're a bit smaller, so I figured they'd be the best pieces to go ahead and start with. Wow, look at my hair, you guys. That's crazy. Some of these sections are pretty thick, but the side pieces, like I said, are my smaller pieces. So I think I can get away with doing one twist on this section instead of having to split it in half. So that's what we're gonna do. So first things first, we're gonna spray with some water, get some detangling action up in here. Make sure you get your roots. Everyone always likes to focus on your ends, but gotta make sure you focus on detangling the whole section. Rub that water in there. Okay. Next, I'm going to apply about 1.5 pumps on this section. What I realized the last time that I used this, and I will post a picture of when I used this. I didn't do this on video. I just kind of did it as a quick little experiment. I realized a little goes a long way with this mousse, so you don't really need a whole ton. I am going to focus a little bit more on my ends here. And then you can use your comb of choice. I have been using this wide tooth comb. I'll put the name of it. Someone told me this actually has a name, kind of like there's the Felicia Leatherwood brush. This one has a specific name. I just can't remember it right off the top of my head, but I'm going to detangle. Again, make sure I'm getting up to my roots here. That's my favorite part of like a wash day and like refresh, is like getting to detangle the roots. That's what really kind of makes my hair feel really refreshed. And this is where we start the twist. So you're gonna divide your section into 3 just like you would do like while you're braiding. And just like I usually do my twist ups, we're gonna twist away from my face. So what you're gonna do, supposedly, this is the first time I've done it, so keep your fingers crossed. You're gonna take this outermost piece and you're gonna put it over these, oh God, you're gonna overlap it over these 2 pieces. So this far piece is gonna come all the way back over here, and then you're just gonna basically repeat that. So now this piece is the farthest piece over, and we're gonna flip it over these 2 pieces here. And we're just gonna keep doing that. Far piece, flip it over. Far piece, flip it over. Takes a little more coordination than I originally thought it would, but it's just making sure that the 2 pieces that aren't being flipped over aren't like combined, and then and then you've got to try and figure out these sections again. Far piece over, far piece over. My hand is like straining so hard right now. I can't even imagine when I get to the back of my head. This is going to be insanely difficult. Okay, I think we're getting to the tail end here. What I'm going to do now is just kind of turn it into a 2-strand twist and twist the ends shut here. Okay. And there's the first one. Okay. Honestly, for the first time ever, I don't think that's too shabby. Before I work on the bigger section, let's do the smaller section that's on this side. And just do the whole process again. Water. I'm not trying to get it like soaking wet, but it needs to be like wet. You know, I think the foam works better on damp hair. So I do about a pump and a half on the length, and then I'll do like an extra half pump on my ends. Pump and a half to a full pump. Just do what feels good to you. I want to make sure this really holds. My hair is thick, so it tends to kind of unravel a little bit. So that's why with the rest of my sections, instead of taking the full section and making it into a 3-strand twist, they're already split into 2 twists. So they'll be turned into 4 3-strand twists, and you'll see what I mean later, but detangling, trying to do these 3 even sections here. Okay, so again, we're gonna take this outermost piece and we're gonna flip it to the back. So taking this one, flipping it, taking this one, flipping it, taking this one, flipping it, taking this one, flipping it. So these 2 pieces are probably the thinnest out of the 3, and then just like the last one, I'm just gonna start 2-stranding it. So just hook the 2 smaller pieces together so that they become one part of the 2-strand twist, and just twist it with the thicker one. Alrighty, and here's the second one. Again, not too bad for my first attempts. So when I was talking about the bigger sections, these are kind of what I was talking about. These other sections are a bit thicker than the ones that I had on the sides. These are currently split into 2, and they were put into 2 chunky twists like that. Actually, I think they might be fine just turning them into 2 twists. I think that might be okay. Let's do this front piece here. How do I want to do this? So outermost piece to the back, outermost piece, oopsie, outermost piece to the back. It's so hard when you first start it out, and then you kind of pick up a rhythm. So outermost piece to the back, outermost piece. Kind of squeezing some of the foam down to the ends, help it wrap up. But I don't know if you guys noticed, I added some little tiny clips to the ends just to make sure it holds, at least until it's done drying. So here's a front piece. And then I'm just gonna add a little clip to the end here just to hold it and make sure it stays that way. So there's 3 of them. I'm gonna do a few off camera and then I'm gonna do a speed up. Alright you guys, I'm on my last 2. Tried to get these done before I start losing any more daylight here. Got these 2 left. So here is the last one. For some of these thicker sections, I've been using about like 5 or 6 pumps just to make sure everything is nice and coated. It doesn't pump out like a big chunk. So like 1 whole pump, maybe even like 2 is like equal to like 1 pump of like some other brands. The pump isn't like the best on this product. The product itself is really good. The hold is like insane. But I'm wondering if that's because, like I said last time I used it, I think I might have overused some because my hair was, I mean, it held. I undid my twists after just letting them dry overnight. And I had defined curls for like over a week. It was insane. If these are dry by tomorrow, which I'm thinking they might be, because my other ones were as well, then I will undo this tomorrow. And if for some strange reason either it's not dry or I just got too busy, then I'll undo these the day after. I thought this would be a lot harder than it was, and it's really not. It's actually easier than I had anticipated. The back was a little more tricky, but honestly it wasn't even that bad. Once you kind of get the pattern down and get a good rhythm, it's pretty simple. I mean, I've still been here for a couple hours just because I have a lot of hair. It hasn't been too bad. My arms are like on fire though, because I just kept going. I didn't want to stop. The other thing I like about foam versus leave-ins, the foams don't leave residue on your hair. Much less likely to have any sort of residue or white cast on your hair. That is one of the pros that I greatly appreciate. I don't have to worry about waking up and having to like try and rub in whatever product that get absorbed. And it also seems like you don't need too much. So like I said, when I get to the bottoms, I just kind of grab whatever 2 pieces are closest together or the 2 thinnest. So 2 of the pieces together versus 1, and then you just turn it into a 2-strand twist at the end. Then I'll add my little claw clip just to hold everything till it dries. And I'm done! Let me wipe my hands off, actually. So whole head is done now. Losing some daylight, but here's everything. Here's a close-up. Some of the twists here. This one was starting to it's getting really puffy at the roots, but I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna redo it. Let me do a quick little turnaround here. And then yeah, I will either see you guys tomorrow or the day after to undo these. All right, so I went ahead and the day that I did the twist, I let them dry the whole day after, so this is about like 2 days later. I wanted to make sure they were fully dry, and they very much should be. They feel like it. So I guess the last thing to do is to go ahead and start unraveling. So I'm gonna start with this bottom one here. Try and get a little up close for you guys. So I undid the bottom twist, which was just the kind of like two-strand twist that the 3-strand twist turned into. Oh wow. See, this foam is like super strong. It has a really strong hold. Kind of has like a light, sticky texture to it. I wouldn't say greasy, but let me put my hand behind this so you guys can actually kind of see it, but oh wow. Looks like those spiral macaroni noodles. There's the first one. Let me go ahead and keep going. The last one. So here's the finished result. Just fixing the focus. Like, it seems cute. I see the potential in it. I just wish that this side had been less fluffy than this side, and I wish that I could get my roots a little bit closer or like a little bit tighter so it would be smoother like the rest of it. But in general, yeah, it's pretty cute. It's a 3-strand twist out instead of a 2-strand twist out. So it looks pretty similar. I'm gonna step to the side. It looks pretty similar to that picture that I had up where I did the chunky 2-strand twist, where I braided the roots down about 2 inches and then did chunky 2-strand twist the rest of the way down. So it looks pretty similar, just a few more pieces. But with that, man, that foam is something else, man. Very strongly defined. I feel like it's not as noticeable on camera, but yeah, this is the result. Let me do a quick little turnaround so you guys can kind of see the back. I feel like I got every twist, so hopefully I got everything. I see the potential. It's very cute, and since it's not as stretched as it would be with a braid out, I kind of like this kind of like almost kind of like short or like medium bob length that it's kind of giving me. This kind of like curly bob look that I'm getting, but it's cute. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I think I just need more practice. I think that's what would make me like it more, is if I practice more and I can get this side a little bit tighter. I think I would like it more. I would give it a B plus. I'll give it a B plus. But it's cute. It wasn't that hard to learn. I mean, if you're used to doing twist outs and braids, it's literally just kind of like doing a braid but twisting, if that makes sense, where you're working with 3 sections like a braid, but you're doing twists like you would with a 2-strand. It wasn't that hard to learn. I literally watched like 1 or 2 videos and I pretty much got it down. Fairly simple to do, fairly quick to do. At least for me it was. It resulted in a pretty cute hairstyle. I'm still more of a fan, I think, of braid outs than I am twist outs, but I think trying some different things are starting to kind of wear on me. They're starting to make more of a positive impression. Actually, the more I kind of stare at it, the more that I like it. Should I give it like an A minus? I think I'm gonna up it to like an A minus. But let me know what you guys think about it down below. If you have any tips for me next time I attempt to try this, I'll try and keep note of that and implement it the next time that I do this. I am gonna be gone all next week, so like September 4th through the 10th, I'm gonna be in Florida, so there may not be a video, but I do plan on doing a live chat when I come back. And then I'm also going to schedule that group Zoom call for those of you that donated to my stepson's band trip. So look out for a community post and some emails about that. I'm gonna try and get everybody in on one Zoom call. If not, I'll try and work something out for those who again donated. But I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to comment and like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Keep blooming, and I'll see you guys in my next video.